But that's not as easy as, oh, if you love someone, you'll do. No, it's not that simple, unfortunately, right? So there's just so much more at play. So going back to the question of the emotions we go through during the breakup, the main thing is, I believe we do have to give ourselves a moment to grieve. It's normal, it's okay. And in grieving, it's about releasing, all right? So if you need to cry, cry, right? If you're angry, let yourself be angry. Flush out, detox all those emotions. But then we have to pick a deadline. Like, I'm a believer in, I don't give myself any more than 3 days, all right? 3 days to grieve, whatever it is, whatever disappointment, hurt. After 3 days, get back on my feet, get to work, and go through my healing process, all right? For some people, it might be 7 days. For somebody else, it might be 2, whatever the case may be. You have to give yourself a structure of, all right, I'm not going to dwell in this. I'm going to start working past this in a healthy way. Because again, too many people focus on the whole get under someone to get over someone, which is completely unhealthy and bad, okay? And all these other methods of trying to move forward that are only keeping them stuck emotionally, but they're moving forward on the surface. All right. So there's a lot of people who've moved on to other relationships, even marriages, but never overcame it emotionally. And they do not realize how that is still playing a part, not only in who you choose to be with, but in how you show up in that relationship.
For sure, man. For sure. Yeah. It's such a, when I'm listening to you speak, I'm just thinking like there are so many people carrying someone else's baggage into a new relationship and not allowing the new person to be the person they are.
Yeah.
And you realize it's your old baggage that's blocking this one.
Yeah.
And their old baggage that's blocking this one. And then you may lose that one. In that, do you believe that there's right person, wrong time?
Absolutely. I'm 100% believer in that. I know a lot of people argue against it, but I have so many stories of people who, let's say, met in college, right? And something went wrong. And then 10, 15 years later, reunite. And maybe even in between that time, married someone else or other relationships or whatever. And now they're back together and it's the best relationship ever. Again, it goes back to people understanding love is one thing, relationship is another. So you could experience connection, you could experience real love, but if that person still has things they need to heal from, it is very likely going to derail the situation, all right? If they are not ready, maybe they haven't gotten themselves together in certain ways that they can feel more secure about themselves. That's going to derail the situation. People need to evolve. It's not as simple as, oh, we love each other, everything's supposed to work perfectly. That's not life. That's not real life. I would love for it to be that way. It's just not. And so a lot of people don't accept the fact that, and I'm a very spiritual person, so I believe in praying about everything. And I believe one of the mistakes people make is that for those who are believers, they don't pray and talk to God about if they should move forward or if they should be with this person. And they don't realize that sometimes we could be presented with something so that we can see that it's there, but doesn't mean it's time for us to have it yet. It's almost like sometimes you could be presented with an opportunity business-wise, and you may feel like, yeah, I'm ready for it. Let's do it. Boom, boom, boom. But you're not really prepared. Now, if you went from a spiritual place and understood and let God, your spirit, guide you, it would tell you, no, slow down. Don't do it just yet. But think about it like the person who they win the lottery. They win millions of dollars. They've been hoping for this all their life. And they blow through that million in a few months, or their whole life is ruined. Why? It was not time for them to have that kind of money. They did not learn the lessons they need to learn. They were not prepared for that level of financial freedom or whatever, access. And the same thing happens in relationships. People aren't ready for that level of vulnerability. They're not ready for that level of responsibility. You know, perfect example is like if a woman finds her first love in high school, or man or woman, but I'll say this happens a lot to women where she's head over heels over this guy.